The 2015-16 Premier League season will be forever remembered for only one reason: Leicester City. It was a one-in-a-million fairy-tale story, and those who were able to witness it should feel very special. And 7 years on, we look back on that season that will be forever inked in football and indeed the sporting history books. He surprised everyone after years of uncertainties about his career. The Dane delivered, and then some more. He initially joined the Foxes in 2011 from Leeds United and went on to make 479 appearances for the club. During the 2015-16 season, he let in just 36 goals in the 38 games he played that campaign, a stark change given that he conceded 55 the previous campaign. After lifting the Premier League trophy, he went on to enjoy further success, captaining Leicester to the FA Cup win in 2021 as they beat Chelsea at Wembley. He eventually left in the summer of 2022 after 11 good seasons. He recently joined Belgian club RSC Anderlecht, where he still continues to produce man-of-the-match performances at 37. Was the one who lifted the trophy and was a household name at the King Power Stadium even before that. Talk of being Leicester through and through. After winning the Premier League title, the Jamaican international remained at the club until his retirement in 2021, just a year short of his 10th anniversary with his side. Like Schmeichel, Morgan managed to stick around long enough to be part of the side that beat Chelsea to lift the FA Cup. Nowadays, the former defender has become a pundit on Sky Sports, regularly featuring whenever the Foxes are in the television, and is also a key member of the Premier League Black Participants' advisory group. Despite the arrivals of the likes of Harry Maguire, Huth remained at the club until 2018 when he finally decided to hang his boots for good. He then kept a low profile for a number of years, returning to his native German. In total, the German, who also featured for Chelsea and Stoke City, made a total of 332 appearances in the English Premier League. He never left for good though, returning in October 2022 to take the role of a loans manager. Newcastle and Manchester United man made a total of 30 appearances for Leicester during the title-winning season and went on to stay till 2019. It was the arrival of Ricardo Pereira that almost pushed him out of the starting team. He was let go following the expiry of his contract, having made 133 appearances, and his next adventure took him to Huddersfield. After a while, he moved to Bristol City, but after spending time playing in the reserves, he had his contract mutually terminated in March 2022. He recently signed for 7th-tier club Macclesfield FC, where he trains and occasionally plays. Player Fox was for the Foxes back in 2016. During the title-winning season, the ultra-dependable and consistent Austrian never put a foot wrong that entire season. In terms of fan favourites, it'll be tough to find a player that was adored as much as Fox. Having arrived at King Power Stadium in 2015, the defender spent 6 years with the Foxes, and despite Ben Chilwell replacing him after the title-winning season, he stayed until the summer of 2021 when he left for Charlotte Independence and then Charlotte FC. He eventually announced his retirement from football in 2023 and remained as Charlotte FC assistant coach. Arguably Leicester City's deadliest and perhaps the most important player of the season, we all can't forget his wand off a left foot, with those magical goals sprinkled through the season. He arrived at the King Power Stadium for just £500,000 in 2014 and scored 28 goals in 38 appearances during the time run. What a bargain! His exploits as Leicester City went on to win the title saw him win the PFA Players Player of the Season award to add to the Premier League title. He remained with the Foxes until the summer of 2018 when he completed a mega deal move to Manchester City. Under Pep Guardiola, the Algerian went from strength to strength and became a key part of several multiple Premier League and FA Cup medals, as well as helping City to their first ever Champions League title. With minutes dwindling, the winger was forced out, becoming the latest player to move to the Saudi Pro League, joining Al Ahly in a £30 million deal. made 40 appearances for the Foxes, contribution to 5 goals during the game. He was a true midfield engine, and his tireless runs and ability to intercept play earned him a deserved move to Chelsea after that season. He went on to lift the Premier League the following season while claiming the PFA Players' Player of this season. He tasted further success with the Blues, winning the Champions League and even the World Cup with the French national team. What a player! He would, however, fall out of favour at the Bridge soon as his injuries began playing a larger part, stopping him from player often. As a result, Chelsea would sell him to Saudi Arabian side Al Ittihad in the summer, where he's been able to remain relatively fit, playing in the same team as Karim Benzema. The midfielder, playing alongside Kanté in the Foxes' midfield, was a real star. He arrived at the King Power in 2015 and went on to make over 280 first-team appearances before Chelsea snapped him up for £35 million in 2017. His career, however, went the absolute opposite of Kanté at Chelsea. He never really settled at Stamford Bridge and ended up making just 23 appearances for the London club. He failed to impress on multiple occasions at the Bridge and departed on multiple loans to Aston Villa, Burnley and Reading. He's also had a spell in Turkey, where his career continued to decline. He eventually called time on his career in 2023, posting on Instagram that he was deeply disappointed by how it all turned out. He has indicated his desire to return to Leicester, but that has not happened yet. The midfielder joined the club on a free transfer from Aston Villa in 2014 and is just one of the 2 players on this list still at Leicester. Can you take a guess who's the other player still at the club? We have to find out later in this video. Brighton made over 300 appearances for the Foxes, contribution to 66 goals in all competitions so far. During that triumphant season, he was used in every single one of the Foxes' games, contributing enormously to their success. Even though he did go out on loan at West Brom in January 2023, he returned to King Power and will be hoping to help them get back into the Premier League at the first asking. The striker arrived at the club this summer before their title win for just under £10 million. Even though he did not score loads of goals, he was a relentless workhorse and proved a perfect strike partner for our next entry. He stayed in England for 4 years before embarking on a journey that took him to Spain at Malaga and then Huesca. He currently plays for Belgian outfit Sint-Truidens at the age of 37. First, he broke Ruud van Nistelrooy's record for consecutive games in that season, interestingly scoring against Manchester United to grab the record from the Dutchman. He now owns the record at 11. He also scored 24 league goals, leading the Foxes' title charge. He then went on to establish himself as one of the best strikers in the Premier League, even getting the 2019-20 Golden Boot award. He has since helped the club win the FA Cup, Community Shield and started in the Champions League. And despite regular murmurings of interest from top clubs over the years, he has remained loyal to the club, and at 37, he still features regularly as he fights to help the Foxes regain promotion. Nicknamed the Tinkerman during his time at Chelsea, he was the mastermind behind Leicester's win and is going strong even at 71 years old. He's currently at Cagliari, where he has led them back to the Serie A. He will, however, forever be remembered for his title-winning season with Leicester. Now, you know where the team that pulled off one of the greatest upsets in the sporting world is. Is there anyone else you remember from that historic team? Let us know in the comments below.